And we'll go ahead and get started. So some of you are seeing my twin Shannon Bender sitting at the front desk. That's actually Shauna Sullivan. She is our new BTA branch transaction administrator, or my admin as well. So I want to say welcome to Shauna.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Good to be here.
Welcome.
Some of you already met her this week when you popped in Monday and Tuesday, but Shauna, I know I didn't tell you this in advance, but why don't you tell everybody a little bit about your background or your experience?
Well, I feel like I've been in real estate my entire life because my grandmother was a real estate agent, my mom was a real estate agent, my stepdad owned a brokerage in Rancho Mirage, and then as I started my career, I was a title rep for 2 different companies, and then been TCing and assisting agents for the last 14 years.
So she knows her stuff. So you guys don't be afraid if I'm not here to, or if I'm in a meeting, to go ahead and ask Shauna, because she knows probably as much as I do. And I'm happy to say she's one of my best friends. So I'm really happy to have her here too. Anyway, so welcome again, Shauna. She might have to jump off because I see her boss is walking through the door right now.
Oh, okay. I'll leave now. Nice to see you all.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Welcome.
Nice to have you here. All right, so tell me something good, you guys. What's happening out there?
Oh, so windy. Hello.
Anybody have good news?
I do.
Okay, tell us.
I finally got my buyer in escrow.
Right on. So I wanted to talk about that because both you and Danny got buyers bought, and Kim, it looked like you only went out one day or something, or maybe one weekend. Did you do anything special to get your buyer bought? Did they overpay?
Actually, on this one, no. We'd been out. We went out 3 different weekends, which isn't too bad, but most of what they were looking at ended up going for 30,000-40,000 more than the asking price. So we dialed the price down a little bit to give them a little bit of room. They kind of adjusted what they're looking for. They wanted a pool. This one doesn't have a pool, so we'll be getting a recommendation from you on who you liked. So we just kind of adjusted their expectation a little bit.
Right, and that's always my recommendation too. When you have someone who wants to shop at the top of their budget, it's way too hard to get them bought. You do have to dial it down so that they have that wiggle room. How about you, Danny? Did you have to do anything special for yours? I mean, I know the details, but nobody else knows the details.
So this one, it's for my little brother, and it's out in Palmdale, but the market out there is just as competitive as it is here. This one was our 6th offer. So I went out there 2 weekends and we looked at about 12 houses each weekend. But this one, I think my trick was that I know the house was overpriced. So there wasn't a lot of competition as far as offers went. And, I told her right out the gate that we didn't have the reserves to go over the appraisal. So if it didn't appraise, the seller was going to have to come down. And I think, just really communicating well with the other agent is kind of what helped me in this situation, because we were working together for her to get the house sold and for me to get my buyer bought. So I just shortened contingencies, and that was it.
I think communication is key for sure. I know if I had a buyer out there right now, I'm becoming that agent's best friend. Like anything they want, I am giving it to them. Every single document they could possibly ask for is coming with the offer, as clean as you can make it. So good job.
The biggest thing I've noticed too is having that DU in your hand to send is huge right now, especially because it shows proof of funds, it shows their credit scores, it shows everything. So, sending DU with your offers right now is big.
Interesting. I don't like to send DUs because it's really not the seller is not a lender. They shouldn't be looking at that stuff, but if that's what it makes, as long as the buyer's okay with you sending it, then fine.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing is because it gives the listing agent kind of that more gratification of, okay, they already have DU approval, so it's a strong offer, you know?
Yeah, true. That's
No,
a
I
good
told
point.
mine we had it. We did have it, but I told her that we did. And again, I agree as well. Whatever the market, communication with the other agent is just huge. They know that I'm responsive, that I'll speak with them. And,
Right.
hopefully that's helpful.
All right. What other good news is out there?
I put the Orange Shag Palace in escrow for $21,000 more.
Congratulations.
Yay.
And what else?
Oh, and just having my sign out there, because I haven't really been working that area like I did for 20 years. I got 2 listing appointments, one tomorrow and one Friday. And they're fixed up and they're going to be over $1 million. So
Oh my
pray for me, guys.
Good luck, Sue. I'm excited that all of your old neighbors remember you and love you. It's
Yes.
awesome.
So I have good news that you'll appreciate, Shannon. I'm not in escrow, but we've signed, my sellers have signed the offer paperwork, and now it has to go to the county for the approval. So we've covered all those hurdles. So we're so close to opening escrow.
Oh, right on. That's great.
Good.
Donna's
So
selling
we're-
that big lot to the county of Riverside. So that's awesome that you got that connection.
Yeah, that was a tough battle.
Oh, Donna,
Cecily, you have good news?
I do. I opened escrow yesterday on Embara Court. Woohoo!
Right on.
55K over asking,
Wow.
Wow.
all cash, 15-day close. I am ecstatic. And more importantly, my sellers are over the moon.
I got to tell you guys, congratulations, Cecily, because hers was not even active on the market. It was coming soon. So a good reminder to you, you can accept an offer if you're incoming soon. You just cannot show it. So the buyer has to write the offer subject to interior inspection. And because Cecily's transaction, I will just say, Cecily and I both thought that the price was slightly overpriced. And then the buyer came in 50,000 above that, all cash. That was a absolute no-brainer.
Unbelievable.
Not even a reason to show that property. So it is not against the MLS rules to put it as coming soon, show an offer and accept an offer without it being active.
Yay!
Yay.
All right, what else? Anybody else have good news? That was a lot. All right, I have a little bit of good news. I just wanted to say congratulations to our agents. It's that time of the year again. We got profit builder checks for the agents, for Rana, Carla, Andrea, and Kirsten for referring agents to our company. And those agents they referred closed transactions in the last quarter. So congratulations, you guys. Thank you again for bringing our awesome agents to us. And as a reminder, of course, I'm always looking for new agents for the company. So anybody you know, send them my way. I'll just remind you what the profit builder is. You get 5% of the company dollar for the first year. And then after that, you get 2.5% for forever until as long as you both are here. And I see some of those checks coming from the other offices, and people have like a long list of people they're getting little incremental checks on. So that's pretty cool. So don't forget. And then also, you could help me out because Mark gave me a challenge to hire 36 people this year. So maybe you could help me with my challenge. That would be great. I want to say I'm not ignoring the fact that I have not put out the top 5 for December. It's only because the numbers are not final. The numbers are not final because we're closing out the entire year. We're getting numbers to Berkshire Hathaway for awards and things like that. So as soon as I have that list of our production numbers for the end of the year, I promise you, I will reveal the top 5 and you guys will all get your kudos on that. Do we have any new listings coming soon that anybody wants to talk about?
I have one. I have a 3-bed, 2-bath coming. It'll hit market Friday the 29th in Vista. It's 1556 square feet on a 1/4 acre lot, and it has an unfinished basement. We're gonna list at $650. And yeah.
Right on. Good job. Anybody else have a listing coming soon, or how about a buyer need?
310. I have a buyer for 310. There's nothing I can do for her.
Manufactured home, senior only.
I know.
All right, let's move on then. I have Nikki Arango here. Did I say it right, Nikki?
Yeah.
Okay. I quickly added Nikki to our meeting this morning because there's some things that are changing with the policy. So Nikki, why don't you share with us what's happening with Old Republic?
Yes, good morning, everyone. Happy New Year. Good to see all your faces. Hopefully by now you guys have gotten a couple emails from us. We've been kind of sending them out since the beginning of the year to let everyone know about the policy changes and price changes coming February 1st. So Old Republic hasn't had a price change in 2 years. And last year with the stay-at-home order, as I'm sure you guys can imagine, everybody being at home and using all their systems and appliances more, our service calls and our claims more than tripled. So with that, along with not having a price increase in 2 years and just everything continuing to go up in price, we did have to have a little bit of a price increase. So effective February 1st, the ultimate protection with AC is going to be $455. It's currently $435, so $20 difference there. And then the platinum, which was $550, is now going to be $625. So a $75 increase there. However, with the platinum, we also added some coverage. So when you do the platinum $625 plan now, it's going to include the enhanced slab leak option. So that is a $100 option normally. That is now part of the platinum. And what that does is increases the slab leak coverage. So with the plan itself, the homeowner gets $1,500 for coverage for slab leaks within the main foundation of home or garage. With this option, it's going to increase that to $2,500 for inside. Plus it gives them $1,000 for outside. So that was added to the platinum. We also added a higher limit on faucets. And I know that might not sound like a big deal, but I can't tell you how many times I got calls from people pissed off when their faucet had to be replaced and we were only offering builder standard, which unless you guys have had that issue, you might not even know that that's a thing. But in the home warranty world, when it comes to faucets, all the companies offer coverage on faucets, but when it has to be replaced, they were only offering replacement at builder standard, which are like those little chrome, rinky-dink faucets. And believe it or not, there's some pretty fancy faucets out there. So in the platinum, they're now getting enhanced faucet coverage, where we'll cover up to $500 per faucet or $1,000 in total, which I've never seen it go over that. So that's now part of it as well. So trade call fee is still $75. All the optional coverage is still the same price. So like pool's still $170. So no big changes there. It's just the initial plan prices that changed. But again, with that, we did add some coverage into the platinum. So does anyone have any questions?
I think I saw on there that you have a 2-year option now too.
We do. So we've had a 2-year option since last year, but we actually put it on the brochure now and made it easier and more streamlined. So yeah, we do have a 2-year option available. It's a little bit less expensive if they do 2 years at once versus, if you looked at the price and times it by 2, there's a slight discount for doing a 2-year plan. So that is now printed on the brochures as well. So yeah, and it's on our website too. So 2 years an option too. And then also just when it comes to the pricing, if you guys have contracts out there written right now at the old pricing, it just needs to be ordered by February 1st. It doesn't have to be closed by February 1st. So all these ones that have just recently gone into escrow, I know sometimes warranty gets ordered at the end. Just get that order in there before February 1st. If you guys need any special exceptions made for the old pricing, I will have a little bit of wiggle room, probably till about the middle of February, but it won't be online after the 1st.
Perfect.
So thank you guys. Any other questions?
I do. What are you doing? I know the air conditioning's changed. What do you provide as far as the AC service?
Yeah, so under the air conditioning coverage, it's been, you know, that this phase out's been coming now. We're in the second part of the R22 Freon systems going away and them having to be replaced with the 410A Puron. So Old Republic can still repair and work on the old systems as long as parts are available. So we do still do repairs on the old systems. We have no dollar limit on what we cover per pound of R22 Freon, which is really important because that's expensive. And some companies do have a limit, like $10 a pound, which is not nearly enough. If the system has to be replaced, we do replace it with the new minimum 14 SEER energy efficiency 410A systems. You definitely want to have the platinum if you're dealing with an older system, because there's going to be modifications that have to be made, like electrical, sheet metal, line sets. The older the system, the more, you know, that's changed since that last system was put in, so the more modifications needed. If you had just the ultimate, you would get the system itself covered, but none of those extra modifications. If you have the platinum, you're going to get the system plus $1,000 in modifications that would be needed to tie in with the replacement of it. So that is how Old Republic handles the replacement or working on the current R22 systems.
Thank you.
Great.
Any other questions?
I don't think so.
Thank you guys. And I emailed Shannon the new PDF. It's also on our website. We should be getting hard copies here in the next week or so. So once I get the hard copies, I will bring some by the office so that way you guys have the hard copies if you need. But please download the new one, reference it. If you can't find it, shoot me an email or text and I'd be happy to email it over to you guys. So
I'll shoot it over after the meeting. You guys throw out all your old pamphlets. I see them all over your desks. All right, thanks, Nikki. Appreciate you.
thank you guys.
All right, real quick, I wanted to do the market stats update. New homes in the Temecula Valley in the last 7 days, we had 111 new listings, which is flat. Last week we had 110, so no big deal. Pendings 245, that's just up slightly by 4. We had 157 sold, which were up 19. Total active in the Temecula Valley, 359. This is single family residents only. And Temecula only, city of Temecula only, single family residents, 91 listings only still. That's down 4 from last week. So again, I think that when Cecily went to visit, or when she heard the news, and I think a couple of you did because you asked me for that particular stat, this is really compelling to tell those people who are fence sitting right now, if they're thinking about putting their home on the market, just telling them, hey, there's only 91 homes. And if you look at where their price point might fall, you could even say, and there's only really 10 in this price point or in this neighborhood or whatever. So get them off the fence. But with Cecily's transaction going straight from coming soon to sold or to pending, I want you to really consider looking at those coming soons as viable listings for you to sell now. So there's 46 coming soon. There's an extra 46 listings out there for you guys to take a look at. Just remember, writing the offer sight unseen. The photos are fantastic. There's no reason that a buyer should be uncomfortable because they're going to get to look at it and back out if they look at it in person and change their mind. So keep that in mind. All right, real quick, before we get to Chris, I wanted to say hi to Yvonne. Are you out there, Yvonne? I see you.
Good morning, Shannon. Yes, I am. Thank you so much for having me on your call today. Just a couple reminders. Thank you. Updates. I have some marketing items that are going to be going out. Hopefully we can get those completed and sent out by tomorrow. One of them has to do with Proposition 19, and it's going to basically tell you who it's going to affect and what it means for us or for our clients. It's going to give you the who, what, when, where, the timing, the impact, and the limit is for Proposition 19. So please look out for that. I also have some California guidelines that are going to be going out as well. It's not going to be every single guideline that has been updated, but I did pull some that I thought would be beneficial for our agents and our escrow offices. So those will be going out. If you have any comments or questions or concerns to any of those emails, if you respond to that email, it comes back to me directly. I will leave my information in the comment section as well. And again, if you have any transactions that are going on, I'm hoping that everything is going smoothly. But if they, for whatever reason, you're not getting the information you need from any of our offices, please feel free to reach out to me and I will be able to assist you with that. And then I will leave my phone number and email in the comment section for you guys so that you have it available. And then again, thank you so much for your continued support for Legendary Escrow. We truly appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. And thank you so much for all the cookies that I ate that you dropped off at the office.
Not a problem.
I know escrow's been super busy and I'm sure they appreciate it and they love it. We love our escrow officers, so let's keep them busy while we're going through this, still going through COVID. All right, Chris, thanks for coming today.
Hi, everybody. How's everybody doing?
Good, Chris. How are you?
Good. I sure do miss you guys. I was just talking to my neighbor yesterday about, she asked me where all my offices were, and I said my farthest was Temecula, and I sure do miss you guys coming down there and hanging out with all of you. I hope you guys are doing wonderful. I've been kind of watching your guys' numbers and stuff, and you guys have been doing wonderful. And I'm super excited for you guys. Your 2020 was a good year, I would say, and I'm really proud of all of you guys. So I hope you guys have been enjoying the new VEC 2.0. It's been a really learning experience for all of us. And so I wanted to let you guys know we have some really great things out there for you. Is there, Shannon, you want me to show them how to do Home Spotter, correct?
Yeah, I feel like everybody's pretty versed. If you haven't been to any of the VAC trainings, definitely jump on there. But I wanted Chris to come and do my whole tech tip section of the meeting because he knows how to do Home Spotter. I know I said it in the email, Home Snap. It's Home Spotter. You'll see the tile on our VAC. And so yeah, can you please show us how to like create an ad on Home Spotter?
Sure, not a problem. So on your VEC, guys, you're going to see your little icon right here. And if you've used AdWorks before, it's the same kind of functions. But this one right here has a little built-in squeeze page, which will help you generate leads and generate phone numbers and emails. So when you click on here, I'm actually going to be going into Mark Saperini, who's in my Rancho office, who uses it on a regular basis. You will be able to go ahead and advertise all your listings when you have a listing come up. You will be able to, for 1 week, get, depending on what plan you make, you can do like 4,000, 5,000 views. What's really great is this will actually post this onto Facebook or Instagram for you. It also does it on all different websites like HDTV. I saw Mark on ABC7 LA. That was really cool. I took a picture of him and was like, Mark, you're on ABC7. And he had a couple clients who called him and said, hey, I saw you and your listing. So it's a great opportunity. You also have the ability, guys, to advertise yourself if you want to do sphere of influence, if you want to do targeting by ads. But what I really like to show you first is when you make an ad, you can go ahead and click on create a listing ad right here.
And this is one of his listings.
This is one of his listings.
Okay.
And Mark actually goes ahead and he actually works with a photographer that makes him a video through YouTube, and he puts his YouTube videos on here. And what's really cool about the system is if you're using Matterport 3D image, if you're doing a virtual tour, you could actually have it, instead of them going to your website, you could have them go directly to the virtual tour. What's really cool about this system is, one thing we're gonna click on and show you how easy it is, let me move my zoom off to the side here, is you click on edit, you can change the pictures on the screen if you want to. what picture you want on the ad, and it shows you what the ad is right here for you.
Is that just taking the description from the MLS?
No, actually what they do is they have a computer system, and great question. They have a computer system that actually takes some of your description and adds different kind of characters and different kind of words that it's going to help you when you actually advertise on Facebook. It's going to bring your ad up. It's a unique way of advertising where it's going to show people, hey, you should look at this. And if somebody were to do any emojis through their Facebook, maybe they did a house emoji, basically Facebook and HomeSpotter are going to connect together and say, hey, look at this person has been looking at homes, or they did a house emoji. So it helps bring you to the forefront of your customers.
Okay.
One thing that I really do enjoy about the system is with AdWorks and other companies, when you do social media, it usually shows their company, it shows their Facebook ad. You can actually mask it to be connected to your Facebook business page. Then they auto-populate this on your Facebook page or Instagram page for you. And so when people make comments on your ad, you will get that reply. They'll send you an email, and you'll actually get a notification through your Facebook or your Instagram that somebody has asked a question or they've made a comment. Right now, Mark actually had somebody make a comment where he just the guy tagged his wife in the Facebook ad, and Mark reached out to them and said, hey, are you interested in seeing it? I'd love to show you virtually. And they actually showed the house. They did make an offer. Unfortunately, some things didn't work out, but that was a great lead. He's now taking them off to another property a little bit. They just couldn't really get the loan situated. So now they've gone to a lower price point, but that's a great lead for him. You can also on here, guys, if you want to, you can change it, but again, they write it for you. You can also, if you want to, once you've filled all this out, they already automatically do it for you. When you press save, that's your first step. They're going to ask you who will see this ad. You click on edit, and really, they kind of do it all for you. So unless you really want to change it up, they're going to do it based on the address, and they're going to do it within 15 miles of the home on Facebook and on internet. So they already kind of do it for you. It's kind of if you would like to do a more advanced area location, that's available for you. What is the greatest part about this is right here where it says add landing page, you have the ability to put in, you can upload your own video if you want to. So if you have an MP4 video, you can put that in there. You can add a link. You can add in YouTube. You can add in your virtual tours. You can add in your own Berkshire Hathaway website there. What is the really great lead generation from this is that you have the ability right here to turn this on where it requires the person to provide a email and phone number to see the videos. Or if they are on Facebook, the Facebook will already provide you, they can sign in with their Facebook page and they'll provide you the email that they log in with their Facebook page. So Mark has been getting a good amount of people who have been signing up with this. So you will see right here, guys, for 1 week, you can do it for $59 for 2,000 to 3,000 views. 4,000 to 6,000 is about 109. So but I will say I've been seeing a lot of people get a lot of return from this. If we go back, and I'm gonna show you the stats of what he's been getting. Is there any questions on this before I keep on going? Anybody?
None for me.
No worries.
Oh, I have a question. What if you don't have a listing? Can you create something, like if you borrowed a listing from the office?
Great question. Not yet. We are actually in talks with them to make it where you guys can get it's where you can have all the office listings. You then can ask permission from the other agents to use that ad or use their listing. It's in talks right now. I'm pushing for it because I really think that would be a great idea. Maybe if you want to advertise my listing and you brought a buyer in, it's a win-win for both of us. So we are in talks with it right now. That's something that I feel passionate about for you guys. So I'm definitely working on that for you guys.
And then as far as the listings that he has, Are all of those active? Are they in
These are all active and pending.
pendings too? Okay.
Yes. And or it will do price reduction pending, and it will do sold for 2 weeks after.
Okay.
So if you want to advertise your listing for sold, it's available for 2 weeks after. What is really cool about this, guys, is you will see right here on his San Bernardino listing he had 21 people that engaged. That means there's 21 people who actually signed up, they liked or made a comment on Facebook for him. What's really cool is you can click on view right here. You can go ahead and see the ads, and I'm going to show you what the ads look like on social media. We'll click on, here's your previews right here. So you can go ahead and see it's on his business page. It connected it to him for him. He could see all the comments that and the shares that everybody has made on his account. What I really love about this system, guys, is in the engagement section right here, is that you have the ability to see everybody's email address, someone who liked it or unlocked the pictures. So it's a great way of generating leads to work with people to buy. This is $1 million, this is a $500,000 home. They might want to go higher or they might want to go lower. And to me, for $100 a week and you got maybe 25 people or 10 people's email addresses and you work those leads, that's a great opportunity to make some good money and really do some great business on it. So this is a system, HomeSpotter. Everybody within 15 minutes of you putting the listing in the MLS, your ad will be created for you. And you can go ahead and click on create and it will walk you through step by step.
Very cool.
Any questions?
So does he normally just run them for a week?
Yes, he runs them for a week. Mhm.
Cool.
Yeah.
And then has he ever run an ad? Has Mark in particular ever run an ad, just a personal ad? It would just be like your face and I serve this area.
We are actually working on doing that this week with him. He's reached out to the marketing department. We're making a different, if you want to change the ad up right here, we can go through that real quick. You set up the campaign right here. He actually is working on having them change it up to be his team picture. He can change the photo. We're changing it up with him. HomeSpotter has been nice enough to help us out with that. He's been doing it with AdWords, Sphere of Influence. And I've actually used this guys for Sphere of Influence. I've also done it for a zip code. And I've gotten a lot of traffic and a lot of people who sign up with me, and I've just been keeping in touch with them. You know, one lady, she needs to sell her house, but the house is kind of not in great condition. So we've actually had Apex step in, and Apex has helped starting to do some work on her home. So I've had some generation from it, but I would definitely think because this is a new program and only Berkshire Hathaway really is using it, if you guys want to stand out a little bit, this would probably be a great thing to use for your zip codes on the Temecula area and advertise yourself. And you can change all the wording if you want to. Remember, you can mask it to be your Facebook page, business page, and you can change all your phone numbers. You can also, again, you can upload your own ad. So if you want to maybe work out with the marketing department and have them make you a little ad, they'd be more than happy to help you with that.
And the personal ads, I see it's showing 99, but that's because he's got his goal at 8,000 to 12,000.
Mm-hmm.
You can adjust that, I suppose.
Yeah, and you can choose your domain. You can choose where you want it to be. I know a lot of our Arizona agents are starting to advertise in California, like come to Arizona.
Yes.
So we're kind of looking at, maybe you guys should team up together and be like, we'll sell in California, you sell in Arizona. So that'd be a great opportunity for you guys.
Great.
Okay. Just before I go, 2 things I wanted to show you guys. Just to let you guys know, all your pendings are showing up on your websites. So when it goes from, we used to have it be active, under contract, then sold. We missed pending time. Thanks to your wonderful manager pointing that out to us and the other managers pointing out. We now have pendings on your website. They're staying live for you. So if you're doing any internet advertisement, before it would, when it goes pending, it would break, the website would go MIA. It's no longer doing that for you guys. So we definitely want to help you guys out with that. One other thing, guys, if you need help with social media, if you need any ideas with social media, Maria and I have been working with Katie Lance Consulting. If you want to go on Facebook, you can go ahead and follow her. There is a program that you can pay to get more advanced training. You don't really need to, because she gives such great tips on her Wednesday videos. I've learned some really great things from her, guys. I used to be the kind of person when I sold a property, like, I'm so wonderful, I sold a property, and then I never got anything from it. And then I watched one of her videos that was like, don't talk about yourself, talk about how wonderful what you did for your client and how this new buyer got a new home. And so I changed it up, and I started getting a lot of responses from it. So definitely worth looking. I think I see Deb Stein is in here, likes her. So definitely look into her. You can learn, they're little 5-minute videos. You can really learn a lot about social media. And I'm gonna tell you guys right now, social media is probably where you're gonna get a lot of your business right now. So I hope this will help you guys out. And if you have any questions, please reach out to me via email. Also, if you need a one-on-one with me, that means it's a 30-minute video between the two of us, and you can ask any questions on BEC, or if you need advice on any technology that maybe I can point you in the right direction, please reach out to me. I'm here for you. I'm definitely looking forward to seeing you guys, and I'll put my calendar. I have a booking calendar system. I'll put it in the chat room for you.
Thank you so much, Chris. Anybody
No
have any
problem.
questions for him before he takes off, or at least shuts down? Nope. All righty. Thank you so much, Chris. I appreciate
welcome.
you. All right. Just some office things I want to remind you of. I don't think Michelle may not be on here. Michelle, are you on here? Last week we did a training on Title V, and so it's going to be running again today. So 11 o'clock and 2 o'clock. You should have got that email yesterday, I believe. I saw it in my email for the links. The links are not the same from last week, so you need to find that email. I'll forward you mine as well, but it's I think they're only half out on the Title V program. Also, I'm still looking for Spirit Award nominees. I've got about 10 or 11 people who've given me their votes, so please text me or email me who you would like to win the Spirit Award for this year. We will be doing our California award program virtually this year because of COVID. So I'm really curious to see how that's going to go. I am putting together a Super Bowl pool. You know how much I love to gamble. So I'll have that put together today. It'll be $5 a square. All the money goes to all the winners. We'll have winners for 4 quarters. It'll be some reason to watch the Super Bowl since the Seahawks didn't get in there. But maybe if the Packers get in there, I might root for them. You're welcome, Cecily. Book club. If you read the book for the last week or last month, sorry, we're doing book club on Zoom. I sent out the email yesterday for the link. Adam's leading that one because that was his book. But even if you didn't read it and you want to find out what the, just see what it's about, come and jump on the book club meeting. It's at 5 o'clock tomorrow. And maybe someone will bring a recommendation for the next book that we can read. Last but not least, our next meeting is a Temecula Valley meeting. We are going to be talking about Prop 19 and what those changes mean to us and to your clients. So that link will be sent out next week. So try to get there early because With my Zoom, it's only 100 people can get in. And when we do all 4 offices, especially with this hot topic, I think we're going to fill up really quickly on that one. And I actually watched a webinar last week. San Diego County's tax assessor was on. Really, really interesting subject on this Prop 19 and the things that also were attached to it with regards to your tax base being handed down to your children and how that has changed. When you hear, if you haven't read what the new changes are, when you hear what those changes are, you're going to be a little bit surprised and want to, if you have any family who's, is going to be handing down property to their family members, they might want to consider changing, who they're putting on title like right now. The tax assessor that was on the webinar last week, he thinks that with these new changes with this Prop 19, that 60% of the homes that normally would have been passed down to a family member might actually go on the market instead because of that tax benefit that those kids or grandkids are not going to receive now. So I definitely want you guys to come next week so you can get more information on that. And I think that's all I have today. Anybody have any other announcements? Nope. Okay, you guys, thank you so much for coming. Come on into the office, say hi to Shauna, introduce yourself, and I'm available all week if you need me. I will be out of the office on Monday, but Shauna will be here. So if you need anything, you can go to her. Have a great week.